The opinions expressed here are exclusively those of CG Sense. No brand affiliations, free products, or affiliate marketing are associated with this video.
So for a week straight, I put on 5 sprays of God of Fire, 1 to the chest and 2 to each wrist. The opening of this fragrance, I remember doing a lot of research on God of Fire and reading a lot of things about how people say, oh, it's candied, it's mango, it's feminine. And I'm not really a big fan of tropical scents just in general. It's not something I typically go for. So I went into this fragrance like really skeptical. And I remember on first spray, that opening, I was just hit with, wow, like this actually is like nothing else out there. I wasn't getting what people were saying. I thought it was really smooth, very ethereal, definitely a blast of mango, but in a way that's like fresh and kind of relaxed. Like it doesn't have that candy, thick, syrupy, super restrictive, tropical, feminine vibe at all to me. It always had this kind of like, whoa, like this is something else. In a way, it's just mango, but in a way, it's like the perfect amount of sweetness with a bit of woodiness underneath it and just this light, airy nature to it that took my breath away the first time I smelled it. It was not what I was expecting going into it, and I instantly liked this one. The first hour of this fragrance is where it shines for me. Revisiting it a week ago on day 1, I was getting like literally, I feel like describing scents like this, you can make it really complicated and talk about oud and cypriol and this and that, which are just nuances. But I like to keep my description simple to give you a better idea of what it is, like the best I can through a camera. And I would say the opening of this is literally just like the best mango smell I've ever smelled in my life. Mango that's watery, that's fresh, that's relaxing, that's not too sweet, that smells very natural, has a lot of layers. Sure, I could like really dig into that first hour and say, wow, there's a bit of woodiness in here, but it's so small. Like the woodiness just complements the mango in my opinion. It's almost like mango with a bit of a woody stem to it. But really that front and center is that mango. It's very juicy. Revisiting it this time around, I remember smelling it and just walking by and thinking, holy crap, like this stuff's magnificent. Like I thought it was absolutely amazing. Just in how well it was done, how natural it was, and how much beautiful this mango was composed. But we get to 1 hour, okay? 1 hour, the scent just kind of flattens, for me at least. It's one of those scents that just has this beautiful, vibrant opening, really great the first hour. And then after the first hour, between hours 1 and 8, it kind of smells more like a mango smoothie. Like it doesn't have that, you're cutting into a fresh mango, smelling like the beautiful ocean air, the sunny day, smelling the mango, bright and vibrant, not too sweet, very wearable. It goes from that to kind of just smelling like a mango smoothie. Something that's more flat, more linear, more single note. It doesn't smell bad. I still like it. I still find it wearable between hours 1 and 8. And that mango smoothie smell does smell good, but I couldn't help but think to myself, like, am I really finna pay like $200 to smell like a mango smoothie for 7 hours? So it did have that kind of, oh, this is linear, this isn't really complex, this is really just mango, you know, and it smells good and it's light and it's not too sweet and it's very wearable. I get that, but it just feels so flat after the first hour to me. That's hours 1 to 8. Hours 8 to 10 is when it's basically almost non-existent, like a skin scent. And I can barely smell it at all. At hour 10, I can't smell it at all. So I actually get pretty good performance from this fragrance. I get a 10-hour fragrance from it. Over the 7 days of wearing this, I'll say that, yes, I did start going nose blind to it. On the 7th day, it felt a lot more like a 5 to 6 hour fragrance, so I went pretty nose blind. Also, that beautiful opening, that vibrant mango, I went nose blind to that really fast. Like day 2, day 3, it was almost like it was opening up and just going straight into mango smoothie land. Now on day 7, I'm getting more of that candied mango that I've heard people leave negative reviews, say that the mango's synthetic or candied. And the more I went nose blind to this fragrance, the more I noticed what they were talking about. But I still really enjoyed this one. Even on day 7, it just feels like I wasn't as impressed by it, if that makes sense. Like, it felt like something I would just spray on in the morning. Oh, I smell good, and then go about my day. So over the 7 days, I would say it kind of went from this like artistic niche fragrance, super unique, really beautiful mango, to kind of like this, oh, I sprayed on, I smell good, I go about my day, like a very casual scent. I do like the scent quite a bit. Ultimately, I would say this fragrance is not for me, but I do like it. So I want to share the reasons I like it, and then go more into why it's not for me. Okay, so I like this fragrance. One of the big things is it's tropical, but it just doesn't feel restrictive. Like Virgin Island Water is another fragrance I really like that's tropical, but that's pina colada. Like, it's very tropical. Like, it feels very out of place to wear Virgin Island Water. I would say it's like almost the equivalent of a Hawaiian shirt. It's one of those things, yeah, I like it, it's nice to wear it, but when am I ever gonna wear that in my daily life? This one, it's tropical, but I feel like it's not as restrictive. Like, I easily could see myself just pulling this out as a dumb reach fragrance, spraying it on, smelling good, going to work. I think a lot of that is just, it's not pina colada vibes. It's really mango done the best way possible, and it feels appropriate for a lot more situations. It's a lot more versatile than most tropical scents. Another thing I like about it is it just feels like a quintessential summer fragrance. Yes, it's linear. Yes, it's really just mango, but it feels like, I don't know, just almost, it reminds me of Grand Soir for the fall. Like, yeah, Grand Soir is kind of linear. It's kind of, it doesn't really have too much going on. It's just amber and vanilla, but it feels so quintessential in the fall to me, even though it is not super complex. It doesn't really evolve a lot. It just feels like it's necessary to have for the fall because it just smells like fall to me. For some reason, this just smells like summer to me. It's almost like the summer version of Grand Soir to me. It has this quintessential, like really nice, easy to reach for vibe. High heat is very restrictive. There aren't that many options. And this is definitely one of the options out there that I think smells really good. I think it just smells amazing, which is another thing I like about this. What makes it smell so good to me is that it is unique. There really is nothing else like it out there. And it doesn't smell like some Bath & Body Works tropical scent. Like, it smells smooth, relaxed, laid back, really calming. In my opinion, this doesn't lean masculine at all. It might even lean slightly feminine, but it could strike that chord of unisex with a very light feminine lean. And this is actually something I do like about this fragrance. I have a lot of really hardcore masculine scents. It's kind of nice to have something that's more of a playful, relaxed vibe, like jeans and a t-shirt vibe for the summer. And I actually do like that about this, because this kind of like offers, those aren't scents that I really go for often. But since I went for a lot of the super masculine stuff, this offers something different. This is just light, easy to reach for on a summer day. I am happy with the performance on this one too. So why is this one not for me? I'm listing off all these good things about it, not a lot of bad things. Honestly, it just feels overpriced, and I can't get that out of my head. I just can't. And I think a lot of the reason it feels overpriced is because of how linear it is. But to go even further than that, I would say that this just feels like a very casual fragrance. Like, this feels like something I would want to wear to run errands. This feels like a dumb reach. And it kind of sucks that they restrict you to a 50 milliliter bottle, because it feels like it's so expensive for a 50 mil. And I want to just spray this on and just go about my day and reapply later on. But I feel like I get kind of stingy with this mentally because of how small the bottle is and how much it costs to replace it. So that's frustrating to me. I feel like if it was the same price but a bigger bottle size, this might have been one for me. But the way it is, I think I would just look for a cheaper alternative, like something that has the similar DNA. Maybe it's not as high quality, but it has a similar DNA, and it could be just used as a dumb reach in the summer. I get a real uplifting vibe from God of Fire. It's a very smooth mango, very nice, easy to wear, lighthearted, almost like a playful, fun sort of vibe. It gives off like this cool breeze, kind of like ocean air almost. Like, it makes me think tropical, but it doesn't really go too far that way. It feels very accessible to the people around you. You don't have to be a niche head to understand this fragrance, and that's why it always boosted a lot of confidence for me. It's one of those scents that just simply smells good, and I really appreciate it for what it is. It's not a serious scent at all. It's very playful. Anytime I've sprayed it on, it gives me that by the swimming pool, wearing shorts and a light t-shirt kind of vibe. It really does smell pretty amazing. It's a very great smelling fragrance in my opinion.
So today we have the God of Fire. I actually love the name God of Fire because I know it comes from like Latin American indigenous people's beliefs. So that's pretty cool. And there's a snake on it, which I guess is related to that. I don't know the legend, but I know it's about that. The more you know. See, now the name makes a little bit of sense. Okay, so I love the scent. To me, this is like fruity mango. There's like obvious mango and fruity in general, but it's also mixed with like clean linen type of stuff, like almost like a cotton smell mixed in with the fruit. So it's not just straight fruit to me. It's more like clean linen fruit. That being said, of course, it's not the most masculine thing in the world, but it's also not the most feminine thing in the world. I think this is a straight up unisex scent. And it's feminine enough that I use it. If that tells you something, you know, I don't like to wear anything that's even remotely masculine. It's just not my vibe. But a guy can get away with using this, especially for very casual, very relaxed, very daytime, jeans, t-shirt, you know, cool, any moment. It smells wonderful, very clean, and for that, I give it I'm gonna give it a 7 if you're a guy wearing this, but if you're a female wearing this, it's a 10. You smell amazing.
This is the dry down.
Oh, okay. In the dry down, that clean linen cotton thing kind of disappears and you're just left with the fruit. Like straight fruit.